You should get that shit. You should get that. You should really get that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Pew, 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 pew. We're really outside. Do you know this is my first time doing a podcast outside?
For real?
For real. It's my first time doing a podcast outside.
It feels dope.
It feels dope. It really feels dope. It's not too cold. It's not too hot.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do, bro. So we'll do that. Yeah, man. Yo, we talked a lot. We talked a lot to get here. We really talked a lot. But that's conversation, bro.
Facts.
That's conversation. I love having conversation with people. Like, just off the blue. Like,
yeah,
really,
you got to.
Like, yo.
Because you get to know how someone thinks.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the gift of exploration.
Yes.
Trying to explore people.
Being closed off is like it's a whole curse.
It's a whole curse. It's a whole curse.
You give me.
You know, living in a bubble. Living in a circle.
With your own ideals.
Yeah.
Of how
do you believe in circles? Do you think circles are real?
I do. Circles are real and they're important. Because
But you're only getting that perspective. The 7 billion people on the world.
Yeah. Totally.
Let's try and get to know each other.
Facts.
Let's try and get to know each other.
Facts.
I get the circle. I get the teams. You need the team to get up there. Yeah. I have a team. I really do have a team. But I always tell my team that we always gotta go out there and really talk. I always tell my boys that, yo, niggas, we're gonna, like, my favorite place that I want to go to is Alaska.
Facts.
Like, when it's cold.
That's
ice.
Dope.
It's cold.
That's dope.
I want to go there.
I want to go to the North Pole.
You want to go to the North Pole? Yeah, that's more cold.
Yo,
that's...
I know.
Yeah, that's where Santa live.
For real.
That's where Santa live. Yeah, that's where Santa live.
Shit.
That's where Santa live. Shit, man. But nah, man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Podcast with Shogun. I am your boy, Pofu John Sitaba, government name, aka Doromega, aka the Pope, aka the Grand Shogun. And we have a special guest for us on this podcast right now. We back. We're in a new environment. We're still in the East. Yo, we outside. Catch me outside.
Nature.
Nature, bro. Nature.
Grounded as hell.
Yeah. I'm glad I chose this location.
It was very fitting.
It was very fitting for the for the timing in it. The timing in it. True.
And the specific person.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, I don't introduce my people. You know, I always believe, like, some people say that, yo, welcome to the stage. Da 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 da. Nah, I'd rather let you. It's your name. That is you. Represent who you are. So, tell us who you are, bro.
All right. So I am Tanaka Roman Chinonia. I go by activist. I'm a designer. Somewhat a motivational speaker to some that would be struggling with their ideals in life. A healer, a traditional healer, spiritual healer. Yeah, you can put it like that. In a nutshell.
I've never thought I'd talk to a traditional healer in my life. I'm telling you now, especially when because like we haven't talked ever. Everybody must believe me. Me and the activist have not spoken, had a fully fledged conversation. I met you through my friends. I met you through Scooter, through Nu. I met you through those guys. And then when I got referenced to Instagram, I was like, damn, this nigga got. And especially Scooter did a shoot with you. So then he led me to you. So shout out to the team for putting me on. Shout out to the team for putting me on. Yeah, the team is called Liberated.
Shout out.
Team is called Liberated.
Shout out. I didn't even know about this.
Team is called Liberated.
This is a whole secret.
It's a whole secret, man.
I love that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You are a fashion designer in the street, in the culture. Yeah. In the culture, you are a fashion designer, bro. Where are you from?
I am from Zimbabwe.
You from Zim?
I am from Zim. Yes.
How was life that side?
I can't certainly talk on that because I came here when I was a year old, right? So it would be very misleading of me to speak on a life that I didn't live. But I grew up this side, mostly around like white people. Yeah. And seeing their perspective on black people really pushed me to want to change that whole narrative on how black people operate and what we learn as a culture and what we are fed, and to deviate from these ideals that we've picked up
for us.
Yeah, and that we have been given also. You see, so living with that perspective and that.
But giving
experience.
in what though?
Giving in?
Giving in what though? In the black perspective, what are we giving into?
What are we giving into? The whole narrative that white is the way to go.
White is the way to go.
Like, as in your hair, how you move, what you're supposed to have, owning land, owning these material things.
Yeah, materialistic things.
African culture is deeply rooted in spirituality as a whole in all aspects, right? And it's funny that the next, how can I put it? The next race, if we talk into the division of races that was created, the next race being the white race, they are better. So black people have this idea that we have to attain that type of success.
That we have to chase for that type of success.
Mind you, yes, you get me. Mind you, the other group would be trying to chase what we have as an African culture.
As an African, do you know what I like to say about the division between the two races?
Yes.
The two races, which is black and white.
Yes.
You either dark or you either white.
Facts.
For me, in there, like we see so many of European history recorded. You know, you even see it in shows that you never realize. Like I was watching, like during lockdown, I was watching a series called Game of Thrones, and in that taught you what the Europeans thought was life back then. You know, the story of the Vikings. You know, the story of Christopher Columbus. But that only happens because life started here.
Yes.
So in order to get where this skin color goes from, you have to go to point 0, which is year 0, which is a lot of knowledge. It is a lot of knowledge to even attain. Because there's a hypothesis in biology. They call it the out of Africa thing. They call it the out of Africa hypothesis, meaning that the first species to start on this place we call planet Earth started in this continent.
You know what? I don't
understand that this is when this is before the continent broke out. This is Pangea.
Yes.
Now tell me how you're gonna get that.
I'm very happy you spoke on this. And you know why? Like, even when I speak to people, I don't like talking about this certain topic because it's always attacked with, how can you prove that? Or how did you know the first race was black? Or how did you know the first civilization started in Africa? As Africa was a huge continent.
It was a huge. Before we broke out, we were connected. And understand, we did not move.
We were in one place. Time. And it's funny because looking at movies, like, I love using movies as reference because I feel as if there's a sort of sacred knowledge.
There's a purpose why this movie got out.
Exactly.
There was a purpose.
No one would put billions or millions into a piece of film just to entertain you.
There's a message behind
it. And I love subliminal messages. Yeah. Right. So even that division that you're talking about, being the races, Africa being split up, it's understandable that people came up with their own ideas of how to move and navigate the landscape and the environment that they were in, and that if they met someone opposing their views, they would instantly attack because they'll be threatened immediately with their whole existence. And a funny thing is,
so are you saying that when there were the two division, one got the bigger mindset on how to use hate?
One believed. Yes. Okay. That they had a better.
We're talking about the white people. Yes. They believed that they had a better understanding of the world.
Exactly.
So are you saying that we were left in the dark?
Not necessarily.
Were we left, no pun intended. We were left in the dark, or we were left in our own civilization?
We were left in our own civilization. I think that because as much as we are spiritual beings, there's the physicalities, I like to call, of it, right? So where one believed that they had a better mindset or view on how things should be done.
Yeah.
Hence Great Britain, hence white power, and all these types of things.
Yeah.
It's like if I can create a weapon that can defeat the body, I can defeat the soul. But Africans believe that if you defeat the body, you cannot defeat the soul.
True. Because it continues.
The soul continues. It moves from different points and it just continues growing. Hence, when people pass on, I don't say rest in peace. I say transcend.
Transcend.
Because you're leaving
the body, leaving the flesh.
Something that confines you, like water in a bottle that's unable to flow. It can only come out the top, right? So you get me? So it's like this other civilization, of which we are all one civilization.
Yeah.
I like to believe that there was a little analogy that I got yesterday, especially last night while I was meditating per se, right? Is that we are all ones, right?
Yeah.
But just because you're a 5 does not make you different from the one that is a 1.
True. So
a
you saying that
consists of ones.
Okay.
So the one that believes that it is bigger is just the same element of the one that is 1.
Yeah.
Hence meaning the Big Bang Theory, hence the atom that split, all these things in science. And then going to the religious point of view, I cannot speak on but I don't want to touch on too many.
Yeah, let's not. If you don't feel comfortable,
especially in that space.
Yeah. But I'm asking you about like I heard this from my bro. My bro did physics in high school.
Yeah.
And he told me, or this was what he thought. I don't know where he got this, but this is what he thought. He said that science is explaining what God created.
Facts.
You hear what I'm trying to say? Science is explaining that for us. History is explaining that for us. You know, but it's only being seen like if you say something called transcendent, it means that I am now truly who I am.
Facts.
I am that person. Whether in the soul I was a person, you know the story of the cup, of meaning saying that if I put a cup with full water and I keep on putting the same thing, it will overflow. But I'm putting in the same thing, or I'm putting in something that's changing, a different flavor to the cup. And for me, that puts me in a situation of saying that how do we put each other under that statement of science is something that God is explaining.
Whew. Damn. You came through with it.
Bro.
Okay, hopefully
this is I like doing this because this is the background of you.
Yeah.
You need to
understand
break the mind
person.
and look through the mind.
Yeah.
To take out what you want to gain from it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
I love that. Okay, hopefully I get my head around this question. But especially with science trying to explain what God is or what God is trying to communicate, I feel like science is missing something in the sense that it's missing a connection. Science, I feel, is a technical side of things where there is science is like metal, and I believe religion and spirituality is like water. It's more deeply rooted. Like in Avatar, I love Avatar.
Which Avatar? There's 2 avatars.
I know Legend of Korra and The Last Airbender.
Which one?
So especially in both of them, actually, right?
I love
the
Korra.
first one.
I love Korra because of the mindset that it opened up.
Yes.
The spirituality in it.
I also love Korra because of that.
Because of the spirituality that it got in and what it told me about. Like I started from Last Airbender to Korra.
I started from Korra to Last Airbender.
Oh, bro.
And then I watched it over again.
You need to
again.
You have to watch it over again to see how a being took a spirit in and lived to his potential. Even though that person was 100% Avatar, that person was 100% man.
Yeah.
Same concept as religion.
Yeah.
That person was 100% human, that person was 100% God.
Yes.
You get what I'm trying to You get what I'm trying to say? It's that idea.
I get you.
And you are battling against nations. It's that nation versus that nation. It's that nation versus that nation.
For sure.
And we have this gift inside of us. We can bend the earth.
Yeah.
Everything that's on this earth, we can bend it.
Fact.
Meaning that we can take a rock
and do the things with it.
Because we unlocked a certain core in our body. We have a certain mindset in our body.
That's very connected.
Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? Totally. That's how I look at it.
Totally. So like with that being said, with Aang especially, bending the fundamental parts of these elements and then going into Korra where other bendings were created.
Yeah.
Right? Not really created but discovered. Right? I feel like science banks off metal rather than metal is earth element.
True.
And religion comes from a point where this is earth element, and then science is like, no, but we found metal.
Okay.
So there'll be clashing perspectives, and until science understands that there is a deeper
meaning to it.
Yes. Hence, science cannot prove God in the sense that it is a source energy where spirits come from or deviate from. But it's like they kind of got it. I don't know why they still that. How can I put it?
That collision.
Because especially with the Big Bang Theory, the atom being split, right? That relates to God splitting himself into many. Hence in the Bible, don't you know that you are God?
You are God. You can take.
You can.
You can.
Not in the sense that you are great, you're the greatest, but you are a descendant.
You come from that lineage.
Yeah.
You come
as a bottle of water has water, it comes from where flowing water comes from. But just because it is bottled doesn't make it.
They were all part of a system.
Exactly.
They were all part of a system. Damn, man, this.
I love this.
This has been.